So, and the parallel to Apple would be that you see this amazing product that is clearly superior, clearly the future, but it like the financials have not actually justified the true potential of that product because it still hasn't like expanded globally or to the right price points. But that all sort of comes in like the 0 to 1 of creating that amazing product and breaking the category has already happened. And that's what you kind of look for, and that's when you come in.
It's very difficult to do a discounted cash flow valuation on a company that is surely going to grow exponentially. And that's what I think that divide is between bulls and bears. They don't know how to value something because it's based off of future potential and execution.
And so do you look at metrics, or how do you think about that then when you're investing in these companies? Is there some back of the napkin math that you're doing? Because there has to be some tying back to like, okay, you're buying Tesla at a 50 billion valuation. You think it's going to a few hundred, like there's some numbers there, right?
Yeah, I think relying on any single metrics is not a great idea. I think you need to really go beyond the surface level and understand everything. So I read every Tesla article, bull and bear, listen to every podcast, watch your stuff and everything Elon's ever done on YouTube, basically. I have the car. I read the entire manual. I rent out the vehicle on Turo, talk to real life customers. Like I go as deep as I possibly can.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And but going back to that, the financial metrics. So
yeah, so I see this as the same situation as the Apple Nokia deal. So right now Tesla's worth under 50 billion market cap, and Toyota is what, 180 billion. And so I think that's crazy. I think right now Tesla should be the most valuable car company on the planet because they have just leapfrogged everybody. And another thing that I find interesting is when we were at the Y event and we were talking to the Tesla CFO, Zach Kirkhorn, and he was asking me what I love about the car. And I rattled off a bunch of things, and then I said, oh, and also like this giant touchscreen that controls the entire car. That's amazing. And he goes, yeah, you know, it's crazy. Like we have had a large touchscreen control the entire vehicle since 2012. Like, what is everyone else doing? Just copy us. That's what he said. Just copy us. And we asked him, like, why? Why hasn't anybody done that? And he doesn't know because he doesn't work there, but it's crazy. Like, I just don't think that they can pull it off.
Yeah, I feel like I know, which is that they're not good at software. Like the expertise you need to be able to create like an app ecosystem, like sort of what Apple has with iOS. Like I feel like Tesla's in the early stages of building that. And there's actually some great content out by like Sandy Munro, who's one of the leading automotive industry consultants. And he has these incredible analogies of just like this tiny motorized things in analog cars or ICE cars. I like to call them analog cars. Is like there's a million different electronics built by a million different suppliers that are not like through one central system.
Yeah, electronics integration.
Exactly. And so Tesla, by basically restarting from scratch as like this software first company that's really just like a big computer or big smartphone is what the Tesla is, they were able to program literally everything in the car controlled by software, which I get excited about because I'm like, in the future, I think that'll be voice will dictate everything you do in the car. And the only car they're being built today that have the platform to be able to integrate that with over-the-air software updates is like Tesla. So it's like even that we're still so early in even seeing the advantages of when you start from scratch and go fully software with the vehicle. But that's to me what I think is like summing up the moat of Tesla is like expertise in software. Like that's a huge thing, talent in software. They're based in Silicon Valley. They're an exciting company. You get stock comp. It's like a tech company. You know, I just don't think these automotive competitors have the expertise, like are located in the right places. Like they just don't know where to start. They're not software companies. And that's a huge Achilles heel.